Hello! Hello! Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Magandang araw po sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan at kapwa-guro natin sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. And I would like to welcome you back sa ating paboritong channel. Maraming salamat po for always following our channel and always watching our videos para po sa mga bago pa lang sa channel na to. Ako po si Teacher Racky and I make different video tutorials para po makatulong sa iba't ibang mga gawain ng mga guro natin sa Pilipinas. And recently, medyo naiba yung ating mga videos kasi nga po, that's because of my moving in for holiday dito po sa New Zealand. So, this time, kahit pa paano, gusto ko makatulong naman para sa ating mga teachers din, back in the Philippines, for a new opportunity. Yes, tama po ang narinig nyo at ang nababasa nyo ngayon sa title ng ating video. This video will be talking about a new opportunity, good news for all teachers na interesado o kaya ay nagbabalak mag-try ng another opportunity sa ibang bansa. And that is here nga po sa New Zealand. So, kung bago pa lang po kayo sa channel na to, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And click that notification bell po para po updated kayo sa mga susunod pa nating videos. Marami pa po tayong videos and tutorials na gagawin. So, please hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button. Thank you so much! Ayan na nga. Okay. So, ready na ba kayo? Dahil ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay ang very promising at very interesting na pag-open ng New Zealand for a very nice opportunities for overseas teachers. Disclaimer po muna tayo. Ano po, hindi po ako immigration advisor or lawyer or I am not in any way related to any of them po, lalong-lalo na sa immigration New Zealand or Philippine immigration. Wala po akong connection sa kanila. I am sharing what I have learned through my experience, through sa pakikipagtsikahan ko sa mga tao dito sa New Zealand. At base na rin po sa aking sariling pag-search sa internet. So ito po ay personal knowledge ko po na gusto ko pong i-share sa inyong lahat. Baka po makatulong. Okay, so we will start with what the Ministry of Education here in New Zealand has recently announced. Okay, so ito po galing sa kanila mismong website, which is the Ministry of Education website. This was posted November 2, 2022. So just last month lang po. Parang ito din yung araw na dumating ako dito sa New Zealand. Bigla silang nakapag-announce ng ganito, charot. So, sabi dito, overseas teacher recruitment. So, they have a new website for overseas teachers. They provided financial support for overseas teacher recruitment. They have now accredited employer work visa for teachers and the green list roles. Ano ba tong mga to? Isa-isahin natin. Pag-usapan po natin. Ano po? So, new website for overseas teachers. We have launched a new website to support overseas teachers interested in teaching in New Zealand. The site outlines what it's like to teach in New Zealand and the process you need to go through to be able to teach here. At binigay po nila yung link to that website. That's Teach in New Zealand website. Okay. The financial support to overseas teacher recruitment. So the government of New Zealand has provided financial support for the recruitment of teachers. So they are reintroducing the overseas finder's fee and overseas relocation grant. So the government has expanded 2 grants to support overseas teacher recruitment. Eligible schools, Kura, and learning services can now apply for the overseas finder's fee of up to $3,450 to help meet their recruitment cost. So, ibig sabihin, nag-provide po ng allocation ang government of New Zealand para po sa pag-hire ng mga teachers. Ito po yung mga company na interesadong mag-hire ng overseas teachers. So, they have provided funds para sa kanila, para hindi sila mahirapan. Another thing is that eligible overseas and returning New Zealand teachers have access to overseas relocation grant of up to $10,000 towards the cost of relocating to New Zealand. So meron din po silang pre-provide na relocation grant para makatulong po dun sa New Zealand teachers overseas and returning to New Zealand para makatulong sa kanilang makapag-relocate and para sa kanilang family na din. So, for the first time, early learning services can apply for the scheme, supporting the early learning sector to secure qualified teaching staff from overseas. So, ang ganda ng programa ng New Zealand para sa mga teachers, be it locally or those that are coming from overseas. So, they also have the dedicated personal support. We have a navigator team to support schools, Kura, early learning services, and overseas teachers through the Overseas Teacher Recruitment Agency or Recruitment Journey. If you have any queries about overseas teacher recruitment or require assistance, please contact our navigators and we will do our best to help. So, nagbigay sila dyan ng email, address, contact number, and for teachers, applying teachers from here in New Zealand and for those from overseas. Another good news is the accredited employer work visa o yung tinatawag nila ditong AEWB. So, the AEWB came into effect on Monday, July 4, 2022. It is a 3-step process and requires schools, Kura, and early learning services to become accredited in order to hire a migrant. So, dito po kasi ang mga company or mga company dito, institutions, establishments, they need to be accredited para po sila ay makapag-hire ng mga workers galing sa ibang bansa. So, Monday po daw, July 4, 2022, nag-start na po na magbigay ng accreditation ang New Zealand government para sa mga schools para makapag-hire sila ng mga teachers from overseas. So, given are the 3 steps. Number 1, become an accredited employer. Number 2, apply for a job check after having advertised a role in New Zealand. And then number 3, ask the migrant to apply for their visa. That's from the Immigration New Zealand. So, ito yung 3 steps para sila ay makapag-apply to become accredited employer. Next one is the green list roles. So, within the Accreditation Employer Worker Visa Scheme, the government has procured a green list. The purpose of the green list is to provide a residence pathway to support attraction of highly skilled migrants in globally in-demand and long-term shortage areas. So, ito po, yung tinatawag nilang green list. Meron po silang green list dito sa New Zealand. These are the list of work or jobs or employment na pasok dun sa kanilang residence pathway. Mamaya explain pa natin yung tungkol doon. Ano? So, from work visa to residence visa, yun yung residence pathway, automatic pathway. So, bukod sa mga skilled workers, binigyan nila mga skilled workers nito and other long-term shortage employment, ang mga teachers din ay binigyan na rin nila ng ganitong pathway. Work to residence, automatic visa. Okay? So, for the green list teaching roles, the migrant will have a work to residence pathway after 2 years. O, diba? Ang ganda. Pag nakapagtrabaho ka daw dito as teacher, for 2 years, automatic, pwede ka na mag-apply for a residence visa. There are specific education roles are deemed enduring skill shortage occupations and are captured on the green list. Employment must be for a position as a teacher in one of the following areas. So, ito yung pinakang, pag nag-search ka sa Google, ito yung pinakang in-demand nila ngayon ng mga position. Teacher position dito. So, secondary school teacher in one of the following specializations: science, mathematics, technology, and Pacific languages. They are also in need of early childhood or pre-primary school o yung early childhood education or ECE. So, teachers must hold a New Zealand registration and a provisional practicing certificate issued by the Teaching Council. Etong part na to, pag-uusapan pa natin. I-detalye ko pa maya-mayang konti. So, tayo ay makinig at mag-abang ng iba pang explanation. So, bukod sa post na ito ng Ministry of Education here in New Zealand, kung mapapansin nyo po, sa FB, sa Facebook, marami na din pong lumilitaw ng mga ads or mga posts ng tungkol sa New Zealand hiring teachers from the Philippines. Ito yung mga sample. Ayan, di ba? May mga nag-advertise na because this is really going to be soon. Kailangan na ng teachers dito sa New Zealand, okay? Aside from that, pag nag-search ka sa Google, sa Chrome, makikita mo din, pag nag-search ka, hiring teachers in New Zealand, ang dami mo makikitang mga site wherein pwede kang mag-apply ng teacher papunta dito sa New Zealand. So, that's just proof na talagang they are in need and they are hiring teachers here in New Zealand. Ngayon, para lalo kayong ma-attract to try it out, magkano ba ang sinusweldo ng teachers dito sa New Zealand? Ayan, so sinearch natin, how much does a teacher make in New Zealand? So, according to nz.talent.com, an average teacher that is in the median wage will be earning or are earning $53,625 annually. Ito yung nasa basic pay. Kasi ang basic pay dito is $27.50 New Zealand dollars per hour. So, per hour po yun. So, kung ikaw ay nag-27.50, if you're earning the median or minimum wage na $27.50 per hour, at ikaw ay nagtrabaho ng, let's say, 6 hours, nagturo ka ng 6 hours sa isang araw. So, that will be $27.50 times 6, that's $165 New Zealand dollars per day. Okay. Magkano na po bang palitan ng New Zealand dollars to Philippine peso? Sinearch ko rin sa Chrome. So, 1 New Zealand dollar is equivalent to 35.38. Tama ba? 35.38 peso, Philippine peso. So, yung ating $165 a day times 35.38 is equals to 5,837 sa isang araw. Yun po ang sweldo ng minimum wage earner na teacher dito. Okay? So, yung ating 5,837 sa isang linggo, kasi dito po sa New Zealand, weekly ang salary po dito. Hindi katulad sa atin na monthly or bi-monthly, semi-monthly. So, dito, weekly po. Weekly earning po. So, times 5, that's Monday to Friday, kasi walang Saturday, Sunday. you will be earning 29,188 in 1 week. Minimum pay po yun. 29,188 in 1 week, that's 5 days, teaching 6 hours a day. Yun po ay sweldo na ng teacher 2 sa Pilipinas for a month. Walang deduction. Okay? Gross pay ng isang teacher 2, very little close to gross pay ng isang teacher 2 sa Pilipinas ng isang buwan. Ito po, iyan po ay minimum wage dito. Sabi dito sa nz.talent.com, a teacher can earn up to 74,213 in a year. Ang 74,213 po in a year divided by 1,950 hours po yon is $38.05 for an hour. Okay? So, kung ikaw ay nandun na sa pinaka-highest paid na teacher, that's 38.05 per hour, 38.05 times 6 sa isang araw, you're earning 228. Sa isang linggo, in teaching 6 hours po, sa isang linggo, you will be earning 1,141 New Zealand dollars sa isang linggo. And how much is that? Times 35.38. Kikita ka na po ng 40,386 in 1 week. 5 days, teaching 6 hours a day. Ito po ay minimum pay or gross pay ng isang master teacher sa isang buwan sa Pilipinas, kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Walang pera. Wala yung pera. Basic pay. Okay. So, eto po, isang linggo lang dito. So, yun nga. Yun yung salary comparison natin. So, kung sa salary rin lang, napakalaki ng difference. Although, syempre, sasabihin nyo, syempre, mas mataas yung mas mataas yung cost of living. So, kung compare mo naman sa salary mo, well, sapat lang or medyo sobra pa. Kasi you will be earning, for example, if you are a minimum wage pay earner, you will be earning, teacher ka you will be earning the salary of a teacher 2 dyan sa Pilipinas na pang isang buwan. Dito, suswelduhin mo lang ng pang isang linggo. So, yung isang buwan sahod mo ay pang-4 na teacher 2. Diba? I-compare mo yun, malaki pa rin. Malaki pa rin ang diferensya. Okay? At saka nasa atin naman yun. How do you spend money for that? So, paano ba nagkakaiba-iba ang sweldo ng mga teachers dito sa New Zealand? Okay? So, according to the Ministry of Education, there are 6 salary group for teachers here in New Zealand. Okay? So, yung salary group number 1, they are taking 51,358 New Zealand dollars as starting salary and can earn maximum salary of 85,490. These are those applicant under the NQF level 5. So itong NQF level po, ito yung ina-apply po natin na assessment sa New Zealand. Mamaya explain ko para ma-assess kung anong level po yung qualification natin, yung ating qualification documents from the Philippines. Anong level po magfo-fall. So, if you fall under NQF level 5, ang mga example ng qualification po na maaaring naipasa mo dito is a diploma in professional cookery. Halimbawa, teacher ka, nagturo ka, and you have this diploma in professional cookery, nagtuturo ka ng professional cookery, then you might fall into NQF level 5. Kung ikaw naman ay advanced trade certificate holder, you might fall under NQF level 6. Ito yung starting salary mo at saka yung maximum salary mo. So yung starting salary and maximum salary mo is the same as that in salary group 1. The same salary for NQF level 7, these are the holders of Bachelor of Teaching. Sa salary group 3+, ito naman yung mas mataas na ng starting and maximum salary. They will start at $55,948 and can earn a maximum of $90,000 in a year. They are under NQF level. Ang kanilang qualification, example, they are a graduate of Bachelor of Arts and also a graduate of Diploma in Teaching. Okay. Next level po, salary group number 4. These are the teachers that can earn $58,133 starting and then up to $90,000 maximum salary. These are NQF level 8. Ito yung may mga honors degree. And then for the salary group number 5, ito yung these are those that can earn minimum or starting of $61,794 up to $90,000 if you reach the NQF level 9 or 10. So the example of qualifications is if you have a master's degree or a finished PhD. Okay? So yan po yung mga, dyan magkakaiba-iba yung ating mga sweldo. Yung magiging sweldo ng mga teachers dito sa New Zealand. So, depende sa qualification mo, yun yung magiging salary mo. Tapos, yung opportunity to get promoted, you at least have the opportunity to get promoted at least once in a year. Pwede ka magpa-promote, say, nagkaroon ka ng pagkakataon na makapag-aral, makapagdagdag ng qualification, then you are eligible for promotion. So, umaangat ka ng umaangat habang nag-aaral ka na nag-aaral. Plus, there is also a chance for you to take your family. Dalhin yung family dito. Meron ding ganong opportunity pag ikaw ay once na-employ ka dito. Kasi ang isang employee under the accredited employer work visa are allowed, I think, to take their family with them sa upon application, may ganon. Isa-search natin mabuti yun para detalyado tayo. Pero marami nang gumawa nun na upon having their visa, the accredited employer work visa nila, i-apply na nila na isasama nila yung kanilang family. That works. Opo, totoo yun. So aside from the salary, na itong katakam-takam na salary nila dito sa New Zealand, another good news, ito kaka-announce lang ng New Zealand government last December 12. Nurses, midwives finally added to straight to residence pathway after months of criticism. So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na napakagandang work to residency pathway. So, according to this news, nurses and midwives will finally be added to the straight to residence pathway after months of criticism from the sector towards the government's sexist green list decision. Okay? Ang maganda dito sa balita na to, part of it said that from March, that is next year, the 2-year work to residence pathway will also open up to all teachers and people in other roles like train layers and motor mechanics. Ayan. So, di ba? Kung makakapagtrabaho ka dito sa New Zealand as teacher, after 2 years, you will be entitled to a straight to residency visa. Automatic na yon. Pag naka 2 years ka na, automatic pwede mo nang i-apply ng residence visa yon. Okay? So that's another good news. Ang ganda. Very promising po talaga yung dito, yung teaching career. Kasi nga po, they are in need. Merong shortage ng teachers dito sa New Zealand. So they are doing their best. They are doing very best to attract teachers locally and from overseas. Ngayon, ang tanong natin, paano ba kami mag-a-apply dyan? So, balikan natin yung post ng Ministry of Education regarding the recruitment of overseas teachers. So, nakalagay dyan sa dulo, teachers must hold a New Zealand's registration and a provisional practicing certificate issued by the Teaching Council. Okay? So, the only way para makapag-apply ka as teacher dito sa New Zealand is for you to get a New Zealand registration and practicing certificate as teacher. So, paano natin makukuha yon? Paano ako magkakaroon nun, Teacher Racky? Okay? So, sasabihin ko na din dito. What you need to apply? To practice as a teacher in New Zealand, you need to be registered and hold a current practicing certificate. To gain registration and certification as an overseas trained teacher, you will need to fill out an application form and attach certain supporting documents. You must, number 1, show you are satisfactorily trained to teach. Number 2, demonstrate English language competency. So, kasama po dito sa number 2 yung after you get the registration, the result of the registration, you have to take the English competency exam o yung IELTS. Next, number 3, obtain overseas police clearance. So, kailangan may police clearance tayo. Number 4, verify your identity. So, ano ba yung mga proof of identity? There are 2 forms. One for if you are currently residing overseas and one if you are living in New Zealand. So, kung nasaan ka, yun yung gamit mong verification of your identity. Usually, ang linalagay dito, passport. That's a very good verification of our identity. Number 5, gather further supporting information for your application. Ano-ano yung mga yon? Copies of qualifications, yung mga transcripts natin, and the NZQA assessment, kung meron na tayo. Testimonial letters galing sa ating mga previous employers regarding our teaching. Assessment of your teaching practice. This may include observation or annual appraisal. Any evidence or induction and mentoring you have completed during your teaching career. So, statement, certificate of professional standing. This includes evidence of qualified teacher status awarded in the United Kingdom. So, ito pang United Kingdom. Siguro sa atin dito, yung certificate of professional standing, ito yung ating PRC license. And then, a copy of your curriculum vitae. Number 6, apply for teacher registration and a practicing certificate, submitting the above information and more. You can apply for these at the same time. Okay, next I'm going to show you how do we apply for a registration. Ano po? So, pwede tayo mag-apply ng for a registration or certificate dito sa New Zealand through the NZQA Qualifications Recognition Services. Ayan po. Ito yung ating pupuntahan na site sa internet para makapag-apply tayo ng ating certificate or ng ating assessment, result of the assessment. So, kung gusto niyo po, I can send you a link. You can message me, you can comment down below if you're interested to get a link for this site, or you can simply search for it through the internet sa Google Chrome po. Search nyo lang, NZQA Qualification Recognition Services. This is their online application portal. So, dito po, magagawa ka muna ng account. So, you need to create an account para po makapag-sign in ka. So, you only need your valid email address. I would suggest ay personal email address po ang gamitin natin. Huwag ang ating DepEd email address. And then, after signing in, hihingan ka nila ng mga proof, mga documents, katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina. You just have to follow through. Sundan mo lang yung mga instruction, para magkaroon ka, para makapag-submit ka ng mga requirements. Ang tinatanggap po nilang mga documents is save as PDF So you have to make sure that your documents are scanned and are saved as PDF para po mai-upload nyo dito sa kanilang site. Okay? Nagawa ko na po yun. So, kaya kunikwento ko na sa inyo. If you're interested on how to step-by-step guide para mag-fill out ng QRS online application portal, you can comment that down below. You can suggest kung gusto nyo, gagawa po ako ng step-by-step instruction. Now, the question is, ang NZQA they require a qualification evaluation fees. Ayan. Ano ba yung qualification evaluation fees? So, ang International Qualification Assessment Fees or IQA fees, nakalagay dyan, note, add-ons can be added to your application up to 12 months after completion of your IQA. So, ang standard IQA, this is for the evaluation of one qualification. Halimbawa, ikaw ay graduate ng isang non-education related course. Halimbawa, ikaw ay graduate ng medicine or graduate ka ng law o kaya graduate ka ng any other courses. So, you go through this standard IQA to be able to assess your qualification. So, you'll pay 445 New Zealand dollars. Yung skill shortage list, ito naman yung mga in-demand na mga skilled work dito sa New Zealand. So, punta tayo dun sa teaching IQA. So, this is for the evaluation on your teaching qualification for the purpose of registering as a teacher with the Teaching Council or for teacher salary assessment purposes. So, magkano po ang bayad? 746 New Zealand dollars. Wow, ang mahal naman yan, Teacher Racky. Plus, ito po yung assessment, Tapos, para makakuha ka ng certificate, may add-ons. Ayun sa baba. You need to pay $301 more. So, that is almost a total of, say, $1,000 plus. Ang $1,000 if converted to 35.38 is about 35,000. Ang babayaran para makapagpa-assess ka at para magkaroon ka ng certificate. Ang mahal, di kaya. There is a good news. Okay? Ito na yung good news natin. Because the NZQA, dahil nga sila ay in need of teachers at the moment, at napakataas ng shortage nila sa teachers, they are now offering a zero-fee IQA for teaching qualifications. Wala na po tayong babayaran pag nagpa-assess tayo. As in, wala, kahit 5. Ma-assess na tayo if we are qualified or what level we qualified dun sa NQF na pinag-usapan natin kanina. So, paano po yun? How do you qualify for a zero-fee IQA or zero-fee assessment? So, punta lang po kayo dun sa NZQA website. That's www.nzqa.gov.nz. So, nakalagay po dyan. Ano po yung maiintindihan natin dyan? On this page, on this website, you would understand how you can apply. What evidences do you need? What are the acceptable qualifications? And how do you apply for it? And then the answers to common questions. Okay? So, ayan po. May zero fee na. Hindi na natin kailangang magbayad para ma-assess. So, good news yun. Now, if you are interested, o kahit yung mga nag-iisip pa lang, o kahit yung mga hindi interesado, I would suggest that you take the opportunity of this zero fee. Mag-apply na po tayo habang may zero fee. Kasi ang mahal pag wala na tong zero fee. Ito yung kanilang provision ng government, yung allocation ng government sa mga ministry dito or mga department dito para makatulong na makarecruit ng mga overseas workers. So they help the Ministry of Education to provide zero fee para makapag-attract ng mga applicant. So kahit wala pa po kayong balak o wala sa isip nyo na mag-apply, try nyo na rin po itong assessment. Wala namang mawawala po sa inyo. At least, if you hold the certificate already, if you hold the assessment already, andyan na yan sa inyo, hindi na yun mawawala at walang expiration yun. Okay? Once you hold the assessment result and the certificate, wala na pong expiration yun. Kung after 5 years nyo pa ma-realize na, magturo pala ako sa New Zealand, by that time, may bayad na uli, hindi nyo na kailangan pa-assess kasi may assessment na kayo. So, this is very good news. Samantalahin na natin tong opportunity na to. Get to that website, log in to that, register and log in, and try that zero fee assessment today. Opo, gawin na po natin ngayon habang libre pa. Kasi baka hindi na po itong maging libre in the future. So, that's a good news for teachers. If you have questions po and comments, don't hesitate to put that on the comment section down below. Kahit ano pong tanong, pwede ko po, hanggat kaya ko po, ay susubukan nating sagutin. Okay? Salamat po, and I'll see you again on our next video. Keep safe, everyone. Merry Christmas!